Hello, my name is Mark Ebelue. I'm your insurance broker, and this video is for you to look at and try to understand. If you have spouses, you might want to show it to them. But I planned with Jackie to be out there to see all you guys this morning, but Jackie called earlier this morning and said that her morning fell apart and we're not going to be able to see you guys. So we're not going to be able to see you guys in person. She suggested that I would come out next week, but unfortunately I'm going to be traveling next week, and this time of the year gets busy for everybody. So this video will suffice. Hopefully you'll be able to see me and hear me and get the same message. And I'm assuming that you're going to have a book, because the new carrier that we went with was nice enough to print up books for us. So it's going to be really, really handy for you guys. So I'm going to be going through a book in this video. I'll need you to have your book with you when you watch the video so you'll understand, okay? This is the book. And the name of the insurance company is Guardian. They're a very, very good insurance company. And so what we've done in the past is we've had, just over time, we'd add a benefit here and we'd add a benefit there. I'm going to try to point here. We had dental with Best Life. It's a very good company, very good benefits, and good rates. We had vision with Community Eye Care, also very, very good company, very good plan. And then we had life insurance with Principal. It's been with Principal forever. And Principal is where we began the odyssey of moving everything over to Guardian. Principal gave us a rate increase this year that didn't look right to me. And I sent the rate increase back to Principal. I said, check this out again. I don't think these numbers are right. And they said, no, they're right. And so I said, well, I don't think they're very competitive. So I went out to the market and I told Jackie, I said, look, while I'm at it with the life insurance, why don't I try to find a carrier that we can put the life insurance, the vision insurance, and the dental insurance all together to make things simpler for the employees, make things simpler for you, frankly, make things simpler for us. So that's what we did, and the Guardian came back the most competitive. With Guardian, we were able to cut the life insurance rates by so much. And remember, the employer pays for the life insurance for you, and the employer pays for the vision for you. And the dental is voluntary, but most of you are taking the dental. I think all but one. But the life insurance, I'll talk about it in a minute, was so much better that we actually increased, the employer increased the life insurance amount, and I'll get to that in the book. Okay, so let's go into the book. Okay, so if we take the book and the pages are numbered, and it's going to be hard for me to flip this book around and get the camera right. I'm not an expert at this, but I am on page 3. Okay, and I've circled a few things for me. Guardian Dental. Okay, the first thing to see is the rates. The rates are better, not much, but a little bit better than what you were going to be paying with Best Life. Notice there's a PPO. There's a PPO in bold, and just below that you'll see things that are in network and out of network. Guardian's PPO is very good. Check with your dentist. Your dentist may be in the Guardian PPO, so let them know that. You get discounts. There's no balance billing. Balance billing means that your plan says it pays 100% of something, but when you come back, the insurance company reduced the allowable charges and then paid 100% of that, and then you had to pay the dentist the difference because the insurance company did not agree through the PPO on what the prices would be for you. So it'd be better for you to find a dentist in the network. Most people do not leave their dentist to go to another Guardian network dentist. They just don't do it. You can. I mean, I would urge you to do it. If you don't have a dentist, find a dentist for the first time in the Guardian network. They're generally very good dentists. Find one that you like. But if you go in network for the deductible, $50 calendar year deductible, that's the way it is this year. So there's no deductible if you go in network. Basically, the plan that you have right now with Best Life is the Guardian out-of-network plan. That's basically the plan you have right now. There is a network. If you're using the network with Best Life, good for you. You're getting discounts and no balance billing. But you still have a $50 deductible with your current plan. With the new plan that went into effect September the 1st, if you go in network, there's no deductible. Okay, so make note of that. The co-insurance is the same. It's 100%, 80%, 50%. Either way, the maximum annual benefit is still $1,000, just like last year. There's a statistic that 80% of the people in America use less than $800 a year at the dentist. It's been that way for a long time, and it still is. I'm going to cut this video because I'm going to talk about something else on the same page. Okay, something new about this plan that's really, really good. It's something you can do this year as a strategy. If you'll look at the bottom, where's the camera? Where's the camera? Right here. Let it focus. Will it focus on that? Yes, right there. Bottom of the page 3. It talks about a maximum rollover. What is this? You've got $1,000 benefit for dental. If you spend less than half of that, $500, if you spend no more than $500, this plan will allow you to carry forward half of 500 that you didn't spend. Okay, even if you spend $100. And you need to at least go to the dentist once in the year to activate this. It's called a benefit bank or a benefit carry forward or whatever. But if you spend less than $500 of your $1,000, they will take half of $500, $250, and put that on next year's benefits. So next year in 2020, and you can do that this year. I'll explain how. 2020, your benefit maximum won't be $1,000. It'll be $1,250 because you've added $250 to it. Remember the old cell phone commercial where the lady was running around collecting these coins and she was driving everybody crazy, and what the coins represented unused cell phone minutes, and she wanted to get them because she didn't use them in this billing period, so she wanted to put them in the next billing period. This is a similar concept. So this year, for example, this is important for you to understand as well. The benefit accumulation period for the plan, for all dental plans, runs January to December, January 1st through December. It's calendar year. That's the accumulation period. What does that mean? Your deductible accumulation, your co-insurance accumulation, your $1,000 accumulation. You get $1,000 a year. Okay? The plan year for the dental plan began in September. So what does that mean? That means you've got guardian benefits from September through the end of this year. So that if you get a cleaning, and that's all you do, let's say you get one cleaning between September 1st and December 31st of this year, then you will be able to carry forward 50% of the $500 you didn't use in the next year. It's a really, really good opportunity for you if you need to go to the dentist. Now, it's a $250 carry forward if you use a non-network dentist. Worst case scenario, look at the sheet of paper again, right here. I'm pointing to the wrong hand mark, right here. If you go to an in-network dentist, little incentive, you get to carry forward $350. Okay, your choice. But either way, you get a carry forward of a minimum of $250 to be added to next year's plan. You can do this year after year after year. The maximum that you can add is $1,000. And it says right here, where my thumb is, it's out of focus. Sorry. It says $1,000. So what does that mean? Well, for the longest time, let's say you're going to the dentist. You know, set of bite wing x-rays, 2 cleanings, less than $500. No big deal. Your teeth are fine. You're using half your benefit. In the old days, you just used half your benefit and that was it. These days, you use half your benefit. Half of $1,000 is $500. They will allow you to carry forward money and put it on the next year, the second year. You can do that as long as you don't exceed an extra $1,000. So what does that mean? Like, you know, in real life scenario, your teeth are fine year 1, cleanings. Your teeth are fine year 2, 2 cleanings and a bite wing x-ray. Your teeth are fine year 3. And all the time you're adding benefit. But in year 4 or year 5, the wheels come off. You know, I need a crown, I need a cap. And you're saying, I don't have enough money. And you say, golly, if I could go back and, you know, gather up all of that dental benefit of the past years that I didn't use and have it this year, boy, that would be great. With this plan, you can do it. And that's the way it works. If you want to see a visual of that, go to page 6, and there's a visual right over here. And it goes year 1, year 2, year 3. Okay? Dental maximum rollover. There's your explanation. Okay? One more thing about the dental. And the dental was the biggest piece to explain. Okay? And I'm just about finished. On page, flip the page to page, why isn't it numbered? 3, 4. It's in the crimp. 4. Look at this. Right here. Implants. Dental implants. They weren't covered before. They're covered now. So that's a big plus. So lower rates, bigger networks, benefit bank carry forward that I just explained a minute ago, and then implants. One more thing. I'll never get this camera straight. Make sure you note this right here, Guardian Anytime. There's a lot of technology. You will have a technology suite there because you're now a Guardian policyholder. Go online, please, and take advantage of the technology. You can see your claims. You can do all sorts of things. Okay, but make sure you get an account there. And then note this number right here for help. These people are very, very helpful. You can call them anytime and they'll give you good help. Okay? Next segment. Okay, life insurance. We touched on this earlier in your book. I'm on page 13. Page 13. Your new life insurance amount is going to be $20,000. That's an increase from $15,000. And again, that's the life insurance issue was kind of the issue that precipitated this whole thing because I didn't think the rates looked right with principal. We were basically able to reduce the life insurance cost. Remember, the employer pays for this for you. and the employer was kind enough to say, well, for that rate, we can give our employees more. Okay, so that was a good thing. So now going forward, if you die, your beneficiary is going to get $20,000. If you die in an accident, I'll never get this right. Right here, accidental death and dismemberment, it pays double. They used to call this double indemnity. So instead of $20,000, your beneficiary will get $40,000. If your hand dies, or if your foot dies, in other words, if you get in an accident and lose your hand, or lose your foot, or lose your eye, for example, there's a schedule. It's on here somewhere. It'll be in your certificate. It'll pay you, because you didn't die, but your hand died, you lost your hand. It'll pay you something like 25% of the 20. So you would get $5,000 through this benefit. It's called accidental death and dismemberment. So you would become dismembered. We call it AD&D. Used to call it whatever. It's been around forever. But that's a benefit. But now instead of being based on $15,000, it's being based on $20,000. So that's with Guardian effective September 1. Make sure you've got your beneficiaries up to date. If you don't know, go talk to Jackie. If you still don't know, you can. Jackie will have cards, or she'll get with me to tell you how to change your beneficiary. Some people forget. If your beneficiary was your mom and your dad, maybe your mom and dad are divorced. Maybe your mom and dad have passed away, one or the other. Maybe your old spouse. This happens a lot. Maybe your old spouse is still your beneficiary. Another thing with beneficiaries, if your children are not of the legal age, if they are minors, I would not put them down as a beneficiary. An insurance company will not pay a benefit to a minor because it's a voidable contract. So the money will sit until that minor becomes of legal age, and that can be a long time. So be careful about that. Okay? One more. Page 16. Mine, you can barely see it. It's 16. All right. This benefit is a new benefit. Because we got 2 or more benefits with Guardian, they give us this one for free, and I think it's a really good benefit. It's referred to in the industry as an EAP, an Employee Assistance Program. So what is this? Well, employees have needs. We all have needs, and this is a free service to you but it's very, very good. Guardian and other carriers as well contract with these specialty companies to take calls for employees, all employees that are covered. And you get unlimited free telephonic consultation under the EAP 24/7. You get referrals to counselors, state-of-the-art website features. But basically, you may be struggling with stress, anxiety, any number of things. Says here anxiety, depression, divorce, separation, drugs, alcohol, college planning, financial aid. You can get a will here, a simple will. I ask people, do you have a will? And they say, no, I need to do that. I need to get a will. I need to get around to that. And I say, you'd be surprised, but you have a will. The state of North Carolina wrote it for you. And if you die, your disposition of your assets will abide by what the state of North Carolina says. And you probably don't like it. You'd probably prefer your own. So by all means, get a will or update your will. Just let this will replace your current will, and have a say-so in where your assets go and who gets what. And by the way, when you do your will, it's called a last will and testament. That means a testimony of your life, because all your heirs are going to be there at the reading of the will. It's a great time to build a message. You might want to talk about your faith. If you're a Christian, you might want to give credit to the Lord Jesus Christ and all the good things he's done for you, and to charge these people receiving your goods with the responsibility of being good godly stewards with those things going forward, because that's why they're getting them. But anyway, whatever you want to say at that time to your loved ones, don't just have a will, have a last will and testimony to your life, and a testimony and a message going forward to the loved one that you thought well enough to give your things to. Okay? That's it. That's the end of the video. Thank you very much. I hope this has been helpful. Okay, addendum. I have watched the entire video just like you guys would be doing it. Sometimes my speech is not perfect. Maybe all the time it's not perfect. But there are a couple of things that I missed, okay, and I want to include them here. On the front cover, here is your group number. Very handy. Down here, go this way, Mark. There's a nice little help number there, okay? Now this is 7 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and then they repeat your group number. It'd be nice if that would get in focus. Okay, perfect. Regarding the EAP, one thing I left out, the Employee Assistance Program. This is very important. Which hand? This hand. When you go to the website, which I actually did, I actually called the number for you. That's your user number. That's your username. Can you see that? The word matters. MATTERS. It just doesn't want to focus. And then your password is going to be right there. Can you see that? This is your password. And I'm going to print this for you. So when you go to this website, go to which hand? This is hard. Go to this website right here. Maybe that'll focus. Okay, if you can't see it, it's ibhworklife.com. Go to that website. Put in your username, which is matters, capital MATTERS, and your password is WLM70101. And it's full of stuff. I did it myself. I used your password, and I went in there myself, and it's great. You can click around, and there are personal documents. There's even, like under personal documents, I went in here, and there's a ton of pre-populated, even if complaint letters for airline, complaint letters. I mean, if you want to draft a letter, home builders, tenant requests, there's family and divorce agreements. Hope you don't need one of those. Living trusts, loans and sales, bill of sales. These are sample letters. Power of attorney, real estate, all kind of real estate documents. These have been legally approved for you to use. So what you do is you click on one of these, you pull it up, and then you customize it for what you need. But anyway, that was just one more thing I wanted to tell you. It's a really, really good program. They're very helpful people, and I think you're going to enjoy it a lot. Okay? This will be the last segment.